Ghost story time.
Tape. I got chills, man. I got chills all day. That's what I was talking about, Bunny. Scott on Tape on YouTube, and he did a story on Freddie Prinze. Man, just triggers memories, you know. Back in the millennium, I know I meant to tell this story. Back in the millennium, I got my first computer. And of course, you know, I'm looking up abandoned stuff. You know, YouTube was new. So they have a lot of stuff on there yet, but they had abandoned places where people I looked up, Weird New Jersey, where they used to have the safari park that you used to drive in with your car. Did anybody remember that? In the 70s, and it closed down so you could see it all abandoned and everything. You could still go. It's still, you know, ruins over there. And I was reading about people who were just abandoned their home and left everything behind. Now, that stuff intrigued me, you know. Well, I was addicted to my computer. It was my first computer. It was a Millennium. And, so it was, my drug of choice, and I was on it all the freaking time. Late at night, I'd be on those, CDs, my own CDs telling ghost stories. I read them all. That's how I ruined my eyes on the computer, reading ghost stories for at least 5-6 years. And I put sound effects and everything on them. I have them. I still have them. I listen to them at night. Like, you know, like the old radio shows back in the 50s, in the 30s and 40s. You know, they had them in the 70s too. The Mystery House Theater. I still listen to them. They're on YouTube. So I made my own. I don't need glasses on the computer, but everything else I need glasses. I screwed up. My daughter said I pixelated my eyes, and I, you know, decided to look up on Freddie Prinze. We all love Chico and the Man, right? Remember that? When he made us proud. And so I had wrote that to Scott. And, I'm like, looking him up and everything and reading about him not on YouTube because I didn't have anything then, but they had it on, Yahoo. But besides, inventing an ice cream flavor, me and my daughter, on the year 2000. So, you know, I'm seeing that all of a sudden, I don't feel alone in the kitchen anymore. And so, you know, it's late and I go take a shower and I go to bed. And then I heard somebody say in the room, Freddie's coming. He's coming to see you. And I went, no. And I put the covers over my head. And I told Scott, don't judge me. Tell me the story. This is the true story. And, so I'm laying there and I'm scared, but I see him coming up the stairs. And I don't know what it was with a black glove, but I seen a black glove. All of a sudden, I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I'm like, please don't come. Don't come. My eyes closed under the blankets. I hear him say to me in my ear, because I'm facing away from the doorway, thank you for remembering me. I regret what I did. And just in my head, I'll just go. So it reminded me of that. And I meant to tell the story and I just didn't, you know, I don't think people are that interested in knowing. I wrote it to his son, but of course he probably thinks that, you know, there's a lot of crazy people out there, but I'm not crazy. I know my mother's boyfriend, Juan, passed away and, we lived in the same place, you know, before I was transferred over here. And he, we figured, somebody murdered him because they found him in the Connecticut River. And for 3 days he was in the water. And so, they found a picture of me and the girls in his wallet with, you know, the phone numbers and address, you know, stuff like that. So they found us. And so my mother said that he was her boyfriend. And so one night, you know, I woke up because my feet were cold and I noticed that the blankets, my sheet, now my bed is always made, you know, like a pocket. So when I get in bed, it's like a pocket, right? So, now I don't sleep like that no more. I wrap my blankets around me. But when I woke up, my feet were exposed and the blanket was not only up, but it was folded. Okay. And this is like, this has to be like the 90s. This was all in the 90s, except that Freddie Prinze was the millennium. So, I feel something going up and down my feet like a feather. And of course my feet are exposed, but the blanket is folded and that creeped me out. And I remember pulling my legs close to me and then jumping out of the bed and running into the bathroom, freaking out. Like, no, no, no. I knew it was Juan. I knew it was Juan. And so, cause he's like, Melissa and Holly's second grandpa, like he watched them grow up and they, cause they really didn't have like a dad, and my dad was living in Puerto Rico. So they had no males. And so they had Juan who loved them very much. And so I must have went and told the girls I didn't want to leave the bathroom. So they went into the room with me and all of a sudden they're like, "Ma, do you see that?" And I said, they pointed up to the curtain, the top of the curtain rod, and there was a white mist just hovering over, and they all felt him and they said, "It's Juan." I said, "It's Juan." So I still see ghosts and stuff like that. So I was just talking about Bunny today, and every time I think about them, they come in my dreams. And, I just dreamed of Benji, my brother Edwin and little David all together in one room, like even celebrities. If I think about them, talk about them, like they'll come. It's crazy, but I don't get as scared as I used to. Like I still got chills. I got chills right here. I got chills right here. Um, all day I've been getting them. So like, who am I going to sleep? Who am I going to dream of tonight? Who's coming? I dreamed my dad too, not that long ago, and Mama Carmen. And so I get this. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I don't go around telling everybody, but I will stand up for myself. I see spirits, and I always have. I don't always know who's there or what. They touch me. You can feel them. They make noises. They ruin lights in the house. They mess up with the TV and the phone. And, they killed all my Christmas lights that I had in the window. I had an angel and I had a Halloween cat that lights up in the window, and she had them and they don't work anymore, and they're not that old. I mean, they're not old. They ruined. I bought new ones on Amazon. I was like, "Don't touch my lights." But yeah, like I really did. And so he was floating up on the drapes and the curtains, and the girls seeing him, they were like, "Ma, he's there." And they were scared to death. So we all slept together that night. So I just wanted to finally share that. So rest in peace.